Alright, okay, so, presently, what is, going on? Well, I killed, I disabled one of the synths, killed the other three, killed the Corsair, and now I'm gonna have to go back and explain what the fuck's going on to my son, I guess. Also, I noticed something weird. The light is on my gun. I did not notice this before. Maybe this is a new feature. I don't know. Also, I'm kind of top heavy right now. By 3 pounds. So, uh, yeah, I'll take that. Hmm. Yeah. I actually haven't played in about a week now. You guys won't notice because, well, I have over 100 episodes already recorded. Yay! And I'm slowly uploading them day by day, except for weekends. I think everyone deserves a break from my self, unfortunately. Hmm. Oh well. Um, I thought I fixed the issue with my headset as well. Currently, I switched it over to using a USB 3.0 port on an expansion card um, instead of using a 2.0 port double power one because for some reason when I was using the other one, whenever I had caps lock, I thought I had fixed it for New Vegas, but apparently the fix didn't work for Fallout 4. The open broadcaster kept on trying to switch between different. What's the word I'm looking for? Whenever I hit one of the lock buttons, it kept on trying to switch between my different input methods. So it switched between my headset, then my microphone, and that just didn't work. Or at least that's kind of what ended up happening. Yeah, right now I'm kind of just want to finish up the main storyline and see if I can try something else in the game. I may not end up recording that. I may only.
Bunker Hill is ours!
Someone do something.
Bunker Hill is ours!
Oh, the Brotherhood and that everyone's still fighting.
Don't think I won't hurt.
I Yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen with this because I told the Brotherhood I was coming. I tried to tell um, the Railroad, but they're being a bunch of dicks about it, and that's pretty much everyone's reaction. No one really likes the Railroad. The only reason you should stay with them is just to get the upgrade for your clothing. Um,
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
sure. Oh, and the ruins of CIT. Okay. Oh yeah, there was that other mod I wanted to take a look at. There's a mod that adds robots as buildable settlers. And quite frankly, it sounded neat, but I completely forgot about it when I was resetting up all my mods after an update to Fallout 4 screwed up some of the installations. I mean, the only one I was really having an issue with was my weapons taking an age and a half to finally load in. Hmm. Come on. Almost there. Oh yeah, this is still broken. CIT Rotunda. Hmm. I think next playthrough should be focused on something else. Just a bit more focused. But unfortunately, it.
Hello?
I'll wear your guts around my neck! Break you!
Terminate with extreme prejudice. Arm actuator down.
There we go. Hey guys.
All systems nominal.
You're missing an arm there. Did I go into the right place? Maybe not. I don't think I can fit through here and... No, I can. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, just up the staircase then, I guess. Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The interior areas anyways. Hope they start optimizing the loading times for this freaking game. Oh, fun. Holy crap.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
But...
As a failsafe, of course, I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Why let me out now?
Yeah.
After all this time?
That's hard to explain. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
They need to fix the freaking talking heads, because all I'm doing is wiggling my mouse around trying to make sure.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
It's my fault.
I gave you this opportunity to prove yourself. Particularly to prove to the... That will now be significantly harder. There will be accusations that you deliberately sabotaged
Kind of,
the mission.
yeah, I did.
Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute.
Okay.
I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Okay. I'm surprised that went as well as it did, considering everything. Visitors. Armored coat Mark 5. I actually want to keep a hold of this because there's a chance I could put another layer of armor on top of it, in which case it could be good. I want to keep that. Okay. Gauss rifles aren't actually that expensive, so let's drop these two. Too bad. I like Gauss rifles. It's... The thing is that with the Institute so disconnected from the rest of humanity, it's kind of hard for them to actually know what's best for it. Going deeper and deeper underground is a solution for the Institute, certainly, but is it really the right thing for all of mankind, considering that you have to keep on sending raiding parties up to the surface to get more
From what I hear,
materials?
that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
It doesn't belong anywhere.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
Okay.
Let's see what you have.
Alright, let's see here. Let's sell some of this shit. A bullet hose, boomstick, fragmented grenade, blah blah blah. Instigating laser pistol, night vision, blah blah blah. Night vision shielded Gauss rifle. Was that mine? No, that's my recoil compensated shielded Gauss rifle. Okay, experiment 18-A, 25% fire rate, 15% faster reload. Okay. Nothing really that impressive here. Corsair uniform, or Courser. Mark III synth right arm. I don't think that's heavy, though. Is it? Nothing there. Let's get some plasma cartridges. Did I? Yeah, I do have my plasma rifle along with me. And kind of want to keep a hold of the Brother to Steel stuff. Just put it in my thingy. That armored coat. What should do? Why am I kicking up dirt in here? Must be an automatic thing.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. Well, it's important.
Well then go! Go! Where are you? Data. Attend to the directorate meeting.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on.
Electricity!
With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Please,
Can't be serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
This can't be happening.
I've had the same thoughts more than a few times. But we cannot let this stop us. Our work must continue. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end...
Right. Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
What the fuck?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting.
Oh, you gotta be kidding
Thank you.
me.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
I think everyone just completely forgot about what happened at the during the meeting we were just at, where I was named
Our
successor.
advances will, in time, change the world.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Oh dear, you freaking gala Bijnak. Okay. Well, the first thing, obviously, is we have to stop sending synths to the surface. Everyone's getting in a narc about it. I have no idea what that beeping is.
I have every confidence you'll make a fine director.
I highly doubt that. What happens if I land on someone in here? Will everyone start attacking me or what?
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
Not really. In all honesty, it's a little, oh, he must be above me. Okay.